Hello and welcome back to the HUD Gaming. We're here with Heads Up episode number 14. I'm Mark Acevedo.
I'm Joel Torres, a.k.a. Joey with the Biz.
And Dusty Justin is here, but he doesn't need to say anything because he still doesn't have a mic, so he's still going to sound far away, but you'll hear him burping occasionally and know he's here.
You can just feel the dust in the room. You can feel the griminess of the episode.
Probably just heard those vibrations. My credit card has just been paid off. Celebration.
I'm about to say declined again. Jesus Christ.
Oh, and we're sorry for missing out. I guess I'm sorry for us missing out on 2 weeks of episodes. 1 week I was just working a lot, and then the other week I had my anniversary, so romantic stuff got in the way. So sorry for that, but these episodes...
Sorry, Mark fucking has a relationship. He's happy. The rest of us are here just fucking single, depressed. Yeah. Sorry you have a loving relationship. You can't make time for your depressed friends.
All right, so that's true.
Cheers.
But cheers to that. But these episodes will usually premiere on Friday, so sorry for that inconvenience, but we'll be back to regular scheduling now.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, so we've been good. Joel is wearing a very nice Alex Morgan jersey.
Support the girls and boys of the United States of America.
So, I mean, they won like
they won the World Cup. Back-to-back championships, 3 out of the last 4 years. Alex Morgan got the silver boot, second best player in Megan Rapinoe got the gold boot, best player overall in the whole cup. And those two were co-captains and they fucking ran shit.
I'm not gonna lie, the photo of them looked kind of cool though. Like when
they both had the
trophies.
Yeah, when she had all 3 of them. Yeah, she's a badass. Also, shout out to Alyssa Neer, the goalkeeper, fucking saved us against England. Carly Loy, vet. And that's the rest of the team I can name.
True fan.
Only watched like 3 games.
I watched the England game, I watched the France game, I watched the Thailand game too.
That's 3
games.
I couldn't watch the fucking other game. I couldn't watch the final game against the Netherlands because I was at work. All right.
Yeah, we watched 3 games.
Hey, I couldn't watch it. No, but you know what's funny though? I did have the dishwasher put up like his phone to give me like live stats, so I wasn't watching.
So you're just like shouting at your coworkers so you can watch soccer while you're not working?
Yeah, exactly. I just run the shit there. But no, I had like the dishwasher put like the live thing where it's like it shows like who has the ball. So I was just always constantly going in the back checking the score. So I wasn't watching the game like visually, but I was totally there with them.
You knew what was going on.
I knew exactly what was going on. I knew exactly when we went. I know when Rapinoe scored the first goal, and I don't know what that young girl's name is that scored the second one.
It starts in R.
She's very good though. She's very good.
Yeah.
She's got a fucking sick nasty, the final goal that put us over 2-0, but yeah.
She slipped in.
But yeah, now I'm a true soccer fan. I watched 4 soccer games. I got an Alex Morgan jersey. I'm a true soccer fan. Also, I got Alex Morgan's jersey because she plays for our Orlando club team, Orlando Pride. So it's like...
It's also kind of funny how they sell her jersey at Disney.
Yeah, they sell her jersey at Disney. From what I know, I don't know if the band's been lifted up, but she's no longer allowed at Disney.
But like public intoxication,
Public
right?
intoxication at Epcot, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go actually to Epcot wearing this jersey getting fucked up around the world.
It's a nice jersey.
It's very nice.
A good price, too.
I know. Good price. We don't need it.
How much?
It's official, all right? That's all we need to know.
It's a nice jersey. He just made it himself. Steam stamped the Nike on it. Little USA symbol.
The whole back of the jerseys, if you were watching, you didn't realize. The whole back is all the listing of the states of the United States, all 50 of them.
Oh, that's what
that is.
That's a real red, white, and blue jersey.
Red, white, and blue.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I always looked at it, I just thought it was like a gray, but no, when you like zoom in on it, it's like it's all the states of the United States.
It was a nice jersey.
Very nice.
I was gonna say that, like, I mean, obviously for us here, everyone knows, but I'm not like a huge sports fan. Like, I'll watch some sports, but it is kind of fun to just watch them, and everyone gets like so super hyped up. When we were at Topgolf the other week, like,
the home run derby, yeah, that was fun. I fucking hate baseball.
Yeah, I don't like baseball, but
the home run derby's always fun because they're just smacking fucking dingers.
And it was like back to back, like they kept tying it up.
Yeah.
And between
it was
Vladimir something Jr.
Vladimir
Guerrero Jr.
And then fucking
and then
who's that white guy from the Dodgers?
White guy Peterson, I don't know.
White guy Peterson from the
White guy Peterson.
White guy Peterson lost though.
But he looked like a true like baseball like kid, like his haircut and everything.
He teleported from like 1945.
Like he was definitely.
I don't know why I was so specific on that day.
He was definitely born in like the 50s Texas. Yeah. Like that's what he looked like.
Exactly.
Definitely drives like a Ford pickup truck from the 30s.
But you know what's funny? I thought that was like for like the final fucking thing. That was just to get like into the semifinals.
And I got lost.
Neither of them won.
Yeah, neither of them won.
It was the guy from the Mets who won.
Yeah, the guy from the Mets. Fucking apparently Pistol Pete. I don't approve of him taking that name from Pete Maravich. Detroit legend, Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
1970s basketball player.
Well, is he actually codenamed Pistol Pete, or is that what David coined the term?
I think David said it because that's what they're calling him now.
All right. Well, I mean, I believe him. I don't know anything about sports.
I don't know anything about baseball either, so he could have told me the lie. But I think that's what they're calling him now. I don't approve of this.
I mean, this isn't a sports show anyway. This is a game show, so I don't need to know anything.
I'm gonna say we did talk a lot about sports.
I mean, it's fun. It's just what's been going on. You've been wearing your jersey. You've talked about it a lot. It's a nice jersey, so I was like,
I know. Also, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. It's such a struggle. How hard is it to sell? I had to go online and search all over the world just to get a freaking Alex Morgan men's jersey. Like,
but you just made it yourself.
He just went to Amazon.
He bought a women's one and then just
stamped. I
stamped.
went to a soccer store, so I went to a soccer store in downtown Disney, which is funny enough. In downtown Disney, they sell her jersey. And it's like a woman's cut, and I was like, you guys have a men's version? They're like, no, we only have the women's. I'm like, well, why would you not just sell men's and women's? Like,
it makes sense, but I see where you're coming from.
Because for men's athletes, like, you can get a fucking Steph Curry women's jersey.
Well, yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Also, basketball jerseys are different because they're both kind of. But like for football jerseys, they are cut like they have a women's cut to them.
Yeah.
You can get a women's Sam Darnold jersey if you're a fucking depressed Jets fan like me. And you believe in the false lies they tell you.
They should just make them unisex, though. I mean, it's just a shirt. And not that it's just a shirt, like I'm degrading it, but like the cut of it.
Holy shit.
Well,
That's
it's
true.
not.
Your shirt.
Thank you.
I like it too.
God damn.
Just like.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but do you know what I mean? Like it's
I understand
still
what you're
it's
saying.
a shirt.
Yeah, it's
so
just like a shirt.
I'm not saying it's just a shirt.
Yeah, it's just a shirt. Don't worry.
I mean, you can like put the knife away. You don't have.
Like strangling.
This is the last podcast, so don't worry about it. I'll fucking kill you at the end of this.
I was just saying. I'll try to stay quiet too, so we're all screaming at each other. Everyone can hear everything we're saying.
Nice and clearly.
Very nice and clear. You can hear us cursing each other down nice and
You
clear.
got anything interesting to tell us? How was your anniversary, Mark?
Oh, it was good. It was
Did you do
great.
anything like cool, or you just did like corny shit?
I mean, we went to
God damn.
Dragonfly. That was nice. Like an
he
Asian
has to say
restaurant.
it's cool now because Liz listens to this part. He's gonna get fucked.
I mean, she will be listening to it, but no, it was fun.
Yeah,
It was
like
your-
corny at all, right? Yeah.
It's your romantic stuff. You exchange gifts. You tell each other you love each other, and then you go out to some
Did you
restaurant.
get her anything really nice?
I got
'Cause
her.
she got you stuff that was really nice. She
I
got
got her-
CTR. We'll talk about
She
that
did get
later.
me
Video game
CTR.
related. Boom, bring it back in.
Yeah, it's true. She did get me CTR. She also got me glasses that are like.
Fake. They used to make fun of me for wearing fake glasses, but it's okay.
All right, so here's the thing. Whenever I would try on glasses, she would think I'd look good wearing them. But we were always like, I can't wear glasses that A, don't have lenses, or B, have no purpose. So she got
Wait,
me.
where were you buying glasses with no lenses? Because I understand what you're. I understand
No,
what you're
well,
saying. The
you-
glasses with no lenses. My glasses I had were fake, but they had lenses in them. It
I've
wasn't
never
like-
been in the market for them. I'm saying, but people used to do that. People did used to pop them out
You're now
all
just,
the way
you're
back.
now just becoming a douchebag.
No, but so.
You're making your
and
own
then-
You've always been an asshole. Thank you for admitting that live on camera. Just roll that back.
And then there's glasses that just have lenses but have no purpose. These are basically those, except they're like they block out blue light, so they're meant for like if you play video games for a long time, they don't give you eye strain. But they
Back
look
in the
like
gaming.
stylish glasses, so I would just
I didn't
if I
get to
wear
see
them.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll show you
Yeah.
them. They're nice. They're tortoiseshell. They're like square frames. I like them.
Yeah, everybody wears tortoise shells while playing video games.
So she got me that.
You gotta look fashionable for the stream.
She got me that, a watch that's engraved blazer, and
Don't miss anything.
don't put the pressure on me. She got me a bunch of snacks and sodas that I like from World Market.
Oh shit.
And then she
Where's the
finished.
snacks at? I'm fucking hungry.
I already ate them all.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit, you fucking-
I have snacks. Justin's over here eating fucking Ritz crackers from
And this is getting too
1975.
cheesy, but like she finished our scrapbook. We have like a scrapbook
Oh,
that's like
yeah.
years to year.
Wow.
But then I bought her AirPods and like some makeup stuff that she wanted.
Oh, so she didn't. I remember. She didn't end up getting like AirPods.
She didn't get- yeah.
I remember you talking to me. You're like, "Don't get them, please." And
She
you're
knew what they were long before she opened
Okay.
it though.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we were at breakfast and she was like, "Oh, my headphones broke."
You're
and then
like,
she
"Don't
saw
do that."
Yeah, I was like, "Don't buy new headphones. Just I mean, clearly you already know your gift now, but just wait."
Just wait.
So she got that, and then she's spoiling me well because my birthday's on Monday, and she says she's got all that stuff ready too.
Jesus Christ. I got
But-
one of your gifts coming in. I just have to go pick up the other one at the store.
Oh shit. But yeah, she got me CTR, and I've been playing that a lot. She gave that to me early so that I could play it. That's
how's
good.
CTR been treating you?
I love it. It's really hard.
Really
So
hard?
I always thought whenever people would talk about it, I was like, oh, but it's just Mario Kart. It's like Mario Kart if Mario Kart was like ranked and competitive, because there's like more stuff to
It's
it.
like the league play of Mario Kart.
Yeah, it still has like like jumping off the top of hills and like boosts and stuff like that and power sliding. But I think the main differences with it is the power-ups are not as useful. So you're
Which
not.
I like a lot.
Yeah.
I like that there's no like blue shell. It's mostly skill.
Yeah.
So that I can actually win now.
There is one that's kind of like a blue shell that does go all the way to first place.
Oh really?
But there's no like bullet bill type situations.
star power.
Star power. Well, there is a star power. It's when you get that
The
Aku
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 Aku.
mask. But yeah, it's not as it's definitely not easy to like come back. If you get a lead though, you're set. Nobody's catching you.
Oh shit.
And adventure mode is really hard, but I like it a lot. It has a ton of
Are
tracks
you
in
playing
it.
it on hard? The story mode?
I'm playing it on classic. So you could play the nitro version, which is you pick your difficulty and you can customize, or you can play classic, which is just the standard difficulty that they used to have, and you stick with one character.
Are you going for platinum on this or what?
I think so. It doesn't look that hard. Like
I heard that the time trials are a fucking bitch though.
Oh shit! But there's shortcuts, and I already watched a 20-minute video on every shortcut on every track. But it's nice because they have all the CTR tracks and they have all the CNK tracks, which is cool. I mean, in adventure mode, it's
His kid act like he played it.
Crash Nitro Kart.
I know, but you didn't play those games.
I know, but I can act like I
appreciate
did.
them. I mean, Jesus Christ.
They don't know it.
CNK.
But they only have the CTR tracks in the adventure mode, and then the CNK tracks are all in like online and the arcade modes.
Yeah.
And they have a tier list, which is weird. It does feel weird to have that in that. I'm not mad about it. But you can like customize all of your cars. There's a bunch
So
of
what's in
different
the
character
tiers?
skins.
Like just like costumes and like
Stickers, skins,
stickers.
carts.
If a
Can't, same
fucking
kind of
video game
thing.
gives me another goddamn sticker, like I'm tired of getting stickers in video games.
It's the same kind of thing that you would just imagine in a battle pass or
I know,
like
but
a
I'm
tier
just
list.
tired of stickers. I don't need virtual fucking stickers. All right.
Well,
Give
we'll
me-
transition over to the beautiful, wonderful land of Nintendo that doesn't have any tiers in anything.
There's no tiers in Super Nintendo World. Coming to you.
Coming to Japan.
Coming to Japan mostly. Yeah, so Super Nintendo World is an expansion on the Universal theme parks, which are located in. There's one in Japan, Hollywood, California, Orlando, Florida, where we are, and then also there's one in Singapore.
hmm
Singapore is the country, not the city, right? Yeah, Singapore is a country.
We should also, we'll definitely link the article.
Yeah, with the pictures of it, because it looks
Yeah.
dope as fuck. Actually, Justin, can you pull it up for me real quick? But yeah, so there's these leak images from this podcast called the Unofficial Universal Podcast, which is funny. There's
So
a-
shout out to them.
shout out to the Unofficial Universal Podcast. But yeah, so they had these leaked like model images. These are obviously built yet, but so it just kind of shows like what the layout of the parks are going to be, and from what they said in that podcast, it sounds like Japan is getting all both lands, which are this Mushroom Kingdom land, which features a just a regular Mario Kart, not Super Mario Kart, just a regular Mario Kart ride, which is supposed to be if you've never been to
They said it's supposed to be in the vein of the Toy Story.
Mania. No, I was gonna say what park that's in though. It's in the
Oh.
MGM.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what park it
It's
is,
the
but yeah.
MGM park in Disney World in Orlando. I don't know if they have that ride in the Disneyland, but in Disney World, there's in the MGM park. There's this ride called Toy Story Mania, which is you ride around and you pull these things and trying to get points and stuff like that. So I don't know really how that
Could-
translates to Mario Kart because it's
So it's basically what they're saying. I know exactly what he meant by how he's saying. So if you've been on the Toy Story ride, it's kind of like half a real ride, half just kind of like playing a game. It's not one of those screen rides where you're just watching what's happening. You basically get into like a teacup kind of thing for the Toy Story one at least, and you move around on a set
But
track.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know how that translates to Mario Kart.
Because
I would picture Mario Kart would be kind of like Simpsons ride, where
Well-
you're like all lined up, you can look side by side, and maybe you pull and like virtually you're hitting.
Well, if you let me finish, then we might get an explanation. Oh, didn't you spend like 30 minutes watching a 5-minute clip? You didn't even get the news.
All right, explain it, Mark. You know everything.
Anyway,
So-
what I was saying is, when you're on the Toy Story one, you're on a track. And
remember
you're,
I said this is the last episode.
and you're shooting at the screen, so you're playing a game. What they're saying is, for this Toy Story, for this Mario Kart ride, you're going to be in a cart, and you're just going to be playing Mario Kart against the people that are around you. So it's probably either they're in a line, or maybe they're moving down some kind of track, but it's going to be you're always in front of a screen, and probably in the cart that you're in, you're just using that as a controller.
Yeah.
So
That sounds kind of boring though.
It's playing Mario Kart.
But
I think it sounds bad.
no, it's gonna be cool because they're gonna make it like fucking full like 3D. You're gonna be like in it, and you're gonna be like, holy shit,
Yeah.
look, it's a fucking blue shell fucking me over again.
Plus, I think that could be cool if you think about how they could design the things around you and how like you get hit by a blue shell and like I don't know,
Like,
your
the
thing
cart, like,
spins or like it
moves,
does
yeah.
that. Like that could be fun.
That'd be really cool. Like if it's a full 360 screen, so like
Yeah.
even when you turn around, you see shit.
So yeah, we don't know. It could be dope
It
like
could
that.
also-
It
could
be
also-
the whole like dome like over you like ish kind of thing. So when you like look all like around you, it looks like you're actually in the world.
Something else that is really cool about this that could be similar to the Star Tours ride in the same park as MGM, where Toy Story Mania is that it's a random like video all the time. So it could be a random track. So maybe it might like encourage people to go multiple times because it could be like 8 different tracks and you might get them randomly.
That's another thing. That's
So
actually a
that's
good point.
kind of cool. It's
It
not
gives
going to be
you-
the same. I would hope it would not be the same track. Like maybe you might get Rainbow Road, and maybe you might get fucking cheap, whatever the fuck,
True.
cheap
I feel like
beach,
Rainbow Road would be so trippy.
or
What
the
if- and
fucking
also-
disco one in Mario Kart 8. That one was dope.
What if they made tracks just for the ride?
Oh,
Like, what if they made like some kind of like? Because you know when you go to if you go to like Dave and Buster's or like some arcades,
They have the
cabinets
Mario
they
Kart
have
ride.
are like specific
yeah.
stuff just for that. And I was
Yeah,
thinking,
but I feel like people would want to go on like the original like the classic.
well, they could. I'm not saying they've
They're
got
gonna
to do
definitely
new
have
ones,
Rainbow Road in
but
there.
think about there's choices. Like, okay, it could either be random, it could be exclusive to the ride, or maybe it's like everyone who's on that ride at that point votes for a map. Like they could do stuff like that.
Or listen to me.
Little voting thing.
Listen
But-
to me, Universal execs. If you want to make some money, make them exclusive to each of the parks.
Yeah, listen to what the people want. Don't do what you think the customers want.
No, I'm saying this is for them to make some money. Make it exclusive to the parks. The Japan one has only
Oh,
these
yeah.
tracks. The Universal has this. The Orlando has these tracks. So you got to travel the world to
true.
experience the full Mario Kart.
One thing that I was going to say was nice is a nice thing if this is just kind of like a game instead of just being a ride is like replayability. Because there's a lot of rides I'll go on one time at a park and I'll be like, I'm good. But if I go on this ride and like say us three are on there and like you win, I'm going to want to go on it again. You know what I mean?
That's what,
Especially
you know,
if it's fun.
I was happy when they said it's like a Toy Story Mania ride because that's a ride that I like going on multiple times, even though I've been on it 100
Yeah.
times. It's fun to like the competition and playing it and all that stuff.
And that makes sense because rides are normally in between like 2 and 5 minutes. So that's a
Exactly.
race is a perfect time for that. Plus, it would probably be a little bit weird doing if it's not a roller. If it was a roller coaster, that makes sense. Is like Fast Mario Kart. But if it's just like a screen ride and you're watching it, that would probably feel weird. It's just like the Fast and Furious ride. I don't
I don't want to be the Fast and Furious ride.
Oh yeah, that thing.
the
Fast and Furious ride though is better than what was the other recent 3D ride? The King Kong.
I'm
Fast
not
and
sure.
Furious
I
is
haven't been
better.
on that one.
King Kong fucking sucks.
Okay.
There's no way Fast and Furious is better.
No, Fast and Furious is better because at least it has like a little more adrenaline rush. Fucking King Kong is like you drive slow as fuck and then you just see these screens and the thing's like, "Arr!" Like
Yeah.
at least Fast and Furious, like I don't know if it's actually moving fast,
It's not. You're
but
on that
it
little tour
makes
bus.
you feel like you're moving fast and then you see like crazy shit
Yeah,
happen.
but then you see the
Like the pace of the ride is fast.
Vin Diesel.
You
Penis
see Vin
Head?
Diesel grab a helicopter.
Yeah, they see it's pretty funny.
Have you seen or not? Have you seen? Have you been on the Aerosmith roller coaster?
That
Yes.
shit's fucking crazy.
You know how when you get
That's
on,
what I would really want the Mario Kart ride to be like.
you know how when you get on
Just a
that,
Mario Kart roller
the actual roller coaster is in the style of like a classic muscle car.
Yeah.
If they did something like that for Fast and Furious, that would be dope. Like imagine getting into a big roller coaster that was like a supercar or something, and then its whole thing is that it's like really
and then you
fast.
just have like voice recordings of like The Rock and
Yeah.
Vin Diesel being like, "Oh man, yo shit." whoa."
That would be cool. It's just that obviously we
Family.
discuss this a lot, but
I
just
like that ride though, the Aerosmith one.
theme parks kind of continuously move away from roller coasters, probably because these other rides are cheaper and they're safer. So it makes sense from a corporate standpoint
We're
to do
also
it.
spoiled when it comes to theme parks.
Yeah, but it's not as good as it's like it's not what people want.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
when people
but
travel
we
the
can also go an
world,
hour away and we can go to like literally a big
hour
roller
away.
coaster.
I mean, I live right behind.
I'm gonna
Disney.
say, yeah, we're like
No,
right
not
next to
Disney. I'm
Disney.
talking about the Busch Gardens. That's a roller.
Oh, yeah.
If you really want roller coasters, you can literally just drive.
That's
an hour
true.
away.
I mean, we are spoiled, but they
Yeah.
listen to us. Then we know everything.
That's true. We're the ones that bought an annual pass over there all the fucking time.
yeah,
So,
they'll get the best details from us.
so continuing on the Mushroom Kingdom. So we have the Mario Kart ride there, which is going to be probably the main staple of it. And then apparently we're going to have a Yoshi's Adventure ride. So this Yoshi Adventures ride sounds kind of like a kiddie ride. Like you're going to ride a Yoshi and go through like a little story. Similar probably to like Cat in the Hat.
You know, there's
like,
gonna be
it's a small world. Like those type of small family rides that everybody can ride.
Mm.
So I'm guessing that. What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say that, like, that most of the people, not most, but a lot of the people will be like full-grown adults, being like, "Oh my god!" This
Oh
is
yeah, no,
amazing."
definitely. I'm gonna be like 100 years old when this comes out.
I like that style of ride though, even if it's slow. Like, I like it when everything's like detailed, when it's like actually there though. Like if it's
Like fucking, I love E.T. E.T.'s a slow
Yeah.
I
ride.
was literally gonna say. I was gonna say, what if they make it like ET though? What if they have it like in like the little tiny rows and you ride and you sit on a Yoshi?
E.T.'s cool. I like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's kind of the same
Pirates
thing.
of
You're
the
in a
Caribbean-
boat and you're just
Oh,
looking
man,
around.
that's
Good ride.
really-
Even if, like
riding the Yoshi, like just like the ET, like how you ride.
Oh,
the
it goes in
bikes.
the air, but yeah, the thing is that Yoshi does not fly, and I would be very
But
upset.
he could like jump at one point and do like,
Okay, you can jump
yo, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They could do that too. That would
I definitely want that tongue action. And then, so yeah, also a part of this, like we're gonna tell you the main things. You can look at the images yourself. So the Mario Kart is like a Bowser Castle thing. That's probably gonna be dope. Oh, they're probably definitely gonna have that Bowser
Probably be a
track.
Bowser Castle track.
And then they're gonna have the Yoshi ride, which you see in the far right hand corner.
Right.
It's these little Yoshis. But then there's the main thing that looks dope as fuck, which I love about all these like theme parks, is the food.
Yeah, students, you can open up your computers, open up this article, and follow along with us. Sorry, continuing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be in the description.
And then then we got the fucking Mushroom Kingdom food court, which looks fucking awesome. It's it looks like basically Toad's house. It's like a big ass mushroom.
It's like if you played the N64 Mario parties, it's Toad's
Yeah.
house right in the middle of the
Yeah.
That's actually kind of, it's like, it's a big Mario map, but Toad's house is right in the middle.
Yeah, so
and they
it's
said it was a
similar to
cafe.
And then there's probably a bunch of little, like, those are all side shops on the left-hand side. But then the cool part about this, this is only going to be a part of the parks that have the full construction of both parks. I think that they said that Hollywood Studios in California is only having the Mushroom Kingdom part. And it has a warp pipe in this, which if you go to the other image, Justin, that's further down, that pulls back. So that warp pipe there in the bottom right-hand corner takes you to Donkey Kong Country fucking land, which looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
This looks like what King Kong should have been. A full like expansion. And this one looks like it's gonna have more of an adult ride. It has a mine cart coaster.
That
Which-
sounds amazing.
Yeah, the
For
mi-
anyone who played Donkey Kong Country, that sounds amazing.
Yes. This looks fucking dope. So it's gonna have a mine cart coaster. That's kind of a tongue twister. And then they have a little plane there, which is going to be like a gift shop, obviously. And they have a little observatory deck in the middle, which I guess is a meet and greet center. So you're going to be able to meet Diddy Kong, Cranky Kong,
There's only one.
Donkey
right?
Kong.
This looks like the main.
What's
Even
the girl
if there's
name?
only
What's
one-
Dixie
even if there's-
Kong.
Even if there's only one ride, though, think
Lanky
about how
Kong.
nice like an actual full roller coaster would be. Even if it's Minecraft. That's the thing, too.
I don't have an issue with that. I'm just asking. Like, is it one?
Well, because
ride or
roller
like-
coasters
I think it's gonna
take
be
so
one
much
ride.
space. That's the thing. Roller coasters take so much space.
Also, with these expansions, even the Harry Potter thing, it's a whole experience, but it's one ride.
Mhm.
Even
I
in both
didn't
both
think
parts of
about
Universal, and even with the Disney thing, they recently expanded MGM Studios to have a Toy Story part of it. The Toy Story ride Mania was there before, but I wasn't a part of the Toy Story Land, and it has one roller coaster and one little ride. But so yeah, these expansions usually come with one big ride or maybe like two sub-sized
I think
rides.
that roller coaster. That looks like.
So yeah, this all looks really interesting. This looks like a fucking like something you would imagine as a kid, but never
Yeah.
really actually see happening. in real
Especially
life.
the way these concept pictures are done. I don't know if these are drawn.
No,
or
these
if
are
this is-
models, I believe. It looks like they're like little models because like you see here, this picture shows like kind of.
Oh,
like the
true.
bricks.
Yeah, but it looks cool. It looks super colorful, which I really like.
So this is apparently coming to Japan in 2020 to coincide with them hosting the Olympics in 2020,
So it'll be open.
and then
That's a super Japanese
in
thing to do.
2021, so in Japan, I believe they're getting both sections. They're getting the Mushroom Kingdom and the Donkey Kong Country part.
Mm.
And Hollywood Studios, it's supposed to be coming there in 2021, and they're just getting the Mushroom Kingdom part, I believe, because it's a smaller.
It's
they
a
have
smaller location.
Smaller location. And then in Orlando in 2023, we're expected to have both.
Oh,
I don't know if they're going to be connected
2023.
with the
I
warp
guess we're just
pipe.
gonna have to go to Japan then.
That's what I'm saying. We go to
They're
Japan.
gonna rack in
So here's
stacks
so tie
from
back
that.
all into
Go
the
to the
beginning.
Olympics?
Tie it all in the beginning with my girl Alex Morgan. I'm down to go to 2020 Summer Olympics because they got the
Oh, so she'll play?
because they're gonna play for the national team there because the Summer Olympics they have the soccer tournament. So I'll definitely be down to go there. Go to Japan. Also, I really like what else? I like watching the fucking sprint. I love watching the track events.
Oh, the track stuff for Olympics?
Track stuff for the Olympics is very fun too.
Yeah, because they're like not even human.
Yeah. It's just-
They're really not. When you see,
Dude,
especially
they're
when
so
you see
fucking
the,
fast. It's like ridiculous.
when you
It's
see the
awesome.
times and like the distances and all that stuff of what they do, it's crazy.
Also,
Yeah,
I like
for
watching
sure.
the swimming. The Olympics is not that bad. I feel like people shit on the Olympics. Not that bad.
No, that's
The
enjoyable.
volleyball is also really fun. Gymnastics is the only thing though I really can't get into. Because I don't understand it, so I don't understand what's impressive and not
I get
impressive.
that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. That's like how I feel when you see, like, diving competition.
Yeah, that's another thing where it's like, I don't understand what's impressive and what's not impressive because I don't understand the sport.
It's interesting, and I get, like, the whole, okay, like, they're trying to make the smallest splash that they can, but I don't understand anything about the form.
Oh, really? That's the thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't understand it.
I think it's like the
that's what it
cleanness of
is.
the dive-in. So, yeah, there'll be a smaller splash the cleaner you dive in.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, like, dive in there like a fucking seal.
And then it's like the higher distances you go and the cleanest it is I think like the better you're doing. But again, I don't understand it fully. But it's still interesting to see.
But with racing, I understand like who's first. You ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
Yes, I mean when you watch it too. All I know is I can't do any of the things they're doing, so it's interesting.
That was a good movie.
That was a shitty movie, but we're
Oh shit, Mark! It was a different opinion.
It wasn't like a five like.
Martin only likes Martin Scorsese, fucking Christopher Nolan movies, fucking Quentin Tarantino.
You know how bad that movie was? I got up and took a piss during the movie. I never do that. That movie sucks.
Alright, we're done with Super Nintendo Land and Mark.
Yeah, we're done with Ricky. We're done with Ricky Bobby.
If you want to record a fucking podcast with me, just send me your information. We'll start a new one called Fuck Mark.
Called Fuck Mark.
We'll just do it over Skype even though you live like 5 minutes away.
It doesn't matter. Alright, so we're done with Super Nintendo World. What do you got for me?
The Switch Lite.
A Switch Lite?
The Switch Lite that doesn't switch.
I mean, I'm not as upset with the Switch Lite. I haven't given you my opinions on the Switch Lite. So.
I'm not upset at it at all. I just think that's funny. I think it's cool. I think it's nice that they did that. So we'll link it down below. There's a video earlier in the week. Nintendo unveiled their Nintendo Switch Lite, which has been a rumor for a while, but they just now officially announced it. It's kind of weird that they didn't do it at E3, but they did it now. So a couple of things about it. It's $199, which is $100 cheaper than the regular Nintendo Switch, which is probably the biggest draw to it. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in yellow, turquoise, or gray. It has a better screen and it has longer battery life, normally by like an hour to 2 hours.
Wait, so the screen is a higher resolution?
Yes.
I know it's smaller.
It's smaller, but it's higher resolution. Okay. There's a D-pad on the left side of it, but a noteworthy thing is that it's not considered like it's on a Joy-Con because this is one piece of hardware and the Joy-Cons don't click off. So, 1, you don't get that switch noise, and B, it doesn't switch. So, it's a Nintendo Switch, but you can't play it on your TV. It doesn't go into a dock. Its sole purpose is for portable play, but it's aimed at people who haven't had the system before, want to get it. It's $100 cheaper. One thing that I did think was also kind of weird is in the video they talk about how it supports all games that have portable play, and if you look at the back of a Nintendo Switch games case, there's like a little box that says portable play. So he's saying like, oh, you could play Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Ultimate, and Zelda Breath of the Wild on it, which was only confusing to me because I didn't know there were games you couldn't play in portable mode.
I'm about to tell you some information about that. IGN pulled up a list of like 5 games that are already going to have issues and probably not be playable on the Switch Lite, like Super Mario Party.
Oh, okay.
And the VR stuff, all that VR stuff is definitely not going to work.
That makes sense.
Once you switch.
That makes sense too, because another part of this is since there's no Joy-Cons and since it's a cheaper system, there's no HD rumble or IR camera in the actual Joy-Con, so they don't track your motion like the other ones do, and you can't take them off anyway. So unless you want to fling your whole,
look how small it looks.
So it's literally just like the Wii U remote thing.
No, it's way better than the Wii U remote.
Yeah, it's not similar to that. It's kind of similar to like what they're doing with like the DS. Like it's just a portable system. But then we'll also link. Well, yeah, like I said, we'll link this video down below if you want to see all the Nintendo rooftop parties and contemplate why you've never been to one.
Dude, I fucking love these commercials because I wish that this was like reality. I want to know a fucking world where you go to a skate park and whip out a fucking Switch.
Yeah, and 2 girls come up, well, a girl and a guy, whatever. But people come up to you and just pull out Switches. That doesn't
also, these are like the most beautiful people playing
together.
Like these are the most beautiful human beings playing Switch. Like.
When they had yeah, that's true. When they had the Switch reveal, remember they were like, they were at a basketball
playing
court.
2K.
Like, nobody's doing that. Like, oh yeah, man, here you go. Here's my Joy-Con, like some guy you've never met before.
This girl's rock climbing. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna play some Switch in between my rock climbing sessions. Like that's what? Really?
They don't play Super Smash Ultimate. This is what I'm saying. You're gonna be in Shanghai, like at some like party, but you're playing Smash with like one person next to you.
I like how they
incorporate that's what I wish life was like.
I wish also you saw the fake ass green screen. That shit is not there with them.
Yeah.
And then they're in the middle of the country. What is this, like Machu Picchu? They're fucking in the like.
Dude, Mario Odyssey is such a good game.
Suicide Forest like around that mountain?
No, that's not what that's about. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, this is a kid-friendly
we're trying not
Nintendo
to get kicked off
commercial.
the air off 14th episode. Jesus. All right, you're definitely not playing the Switch in space. Jesus Christ, come on.
Yo, is someone playing this in space now?
Oh, see, he's doing the moon level. Wow, great marketing. Wow, man.
That is good marketing.
That is cool as fuck. That makes me want to buy it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That is good marketing.
No, but so the Switch
But-
Lite, I feel like it'd be fun for you to get because like
Oh yeah, you don't have one.
he doesn't even have a Switch. It's a cheaper option. I think that the Switch. Are people really upset at the fact that it can't switch?
I don't think people are upset about it. First of all, with everything, you're always gonna have people that are like, eh.
Yeah,
But-
but like I'm saying, there's no like. I think this was the natural progression. This has been rumored for years. When
I
the
agree.
Switches first came out, everybody was like, "So when's the cheaper, non-portable version coming out?"
Can I play with a controller?
Yes.
You cannot. You can,
I think so.
but you can't dock it, so you would just
no,
be.
but you can just like put a kick. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't have a kickstand.
You can buy a stand. I
You
have
can buy a
the
stand.
I have the stand.
See,
We're
but
good.
that's weird. Like even that kind of thing. Like why not? Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense to not have a kickstand on it. But say you wanted
It
to
has
just like,
Bluetooth in it, so I think you could put a Pro controller.
if you wanted to watch something on it, why not have the kickstand on? You know what I mean? Like you could still just watch something on it.
They still have the YouTube app.
But yes, they
That is weird, that is not-
My biggest frustration with this whole fucking Switch Lite thing is that the Switch Lite has a nice fucking D-pad.
Oh yeah.
And why the fuck does this regular Switch have such a terrible D-pad? It's not even a D-pad.
It's not connected.
It's four
It's four
individual
buttons. It's like the
buttons.
C buttons
It's
from the
fucking-
64.
Oh my god, it pisses me off. I don't know why. So here, look, Nintendo, you already fucked me. The original Switch isn't like this. You can fuck me even harder.
Yeah, right
So-
now we're looking at just the
What's it called?
a clear
Nintendo-
picture of the actual Switch Lite and the D-pad that's on the left
You
side.
can, you can fuck me even harder, Nintendo, and get more money out of me. Sell the fucking Switch Joy-Cons with this. And they said there's no plans to release the Switch Joy-Cons with that D-pad.
Yeah,
Why not?
I don't know.
Why?
But
I've been
they're
playing
releasing
Super
it in a
Mario
bunch-
World Maker 2, and I fucking get finger cramps using that shitty ass D-pad.
And they have a bunch of Joy-Con variations and stuff like that. I'm sure you probably can't get one officially. You could probably get one unofficially. But what I was gonna
Yeah,
say
you can get custom.
is not people are not upset that there is a Switch Lite. There's just some people that are like, what about a Switch Pro? But I don't know.
Switch Pro, I think, is gonna come in a year after the new consoles come out. So
Or whatever,
2021.
bigger.
I don't know. Bigger, more expensive,
I don't
more
think-
storage.
Or just be more
So what I
dense,
think the
where it
Switch
has
Pro
better
might
colors.
be is not necessarily the hardware changing, the dock changing.
Hmm.
You get a stronger dock, and then there's games you can only play docked.
That makes some sense.
I think that's what the next like upgrade version of the next upgrade to the Switch is gonna be.
Are there any games on any consoles though where like you can only play it on the Pro version and you can't play it on the regular? Because I don't think
No.
there is. They just have like
But there
extra
is Nintendo
capabilities.
Switch games that you can only play handheld and you can't play docked.
Or maybe it might not just be
Interesting.
specifically, but it might just be like a really big help. You know what I mean? Like when you play it on a PlayStation Pro or whatever.
Yeah, like
you see
increase-
the quality's like 10 times better.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying
smoother.
Nintendo could do this because Nintendo has they had the 3DS and they had the new 3DS
Mhm.
and there were new 3DS specific games.
That is true.
There was games where you couldn't play in the old 3DS. So I believe, not that I believe, but I think that like 2020 we're getting new consoles. I believe in 2021 we could get a new dock.
He said 2020. I was like, oh, shit, we're going way in the future.
2020. We're going fucking 100 years in the future. But I'm saying next year,
Hmm.
the new Xbox Scarlet PS5 is coming out. And I believe in like 2021,
Mhm.
we might get like a new dock for the Switch that's like a pro version that's like you can maybe coincide with the release of the new Zelda Breath of the
You
Wild.
want to bet on that? That sounds like a good prediction. That sounds like a solid
2021
prediction.
we'll get a Switch Pro like dock. So wait, what's the bet gonna be? I'll do Switch Pro anything.
That's
So
true. I don't even have an opposing. I think you're right. I think that sounds like something they would do.
Yeah, your opposing is that it's not gonna
Look, I'm
come
not
out.
a gambler, right? I don't know the rules. I just play Call of Duty. That's the only gambling I do.
You wanna
Mark's
take-
like, let's bet, but I agree with you.
Let's bet, but you just give me money and we agree on it.
No, let's not do that. That's not how we bet. But yeah, so I believe that that's going to happen. I think that the Switch Lite was inevitable.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, with the release of fucking Pokemon Sword and Shield, which they already have custom Pokemon Sword and Shield ones, which is like gray with...
For light?
Yeah.
Oh,
You haven't
okay.
seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I thought there were just 3 colors. Or at
No,
least basically I was going on
Show
with
'em
his
the
announcement.
colors.
was telling
So
me.
there's a gray one. It's just like a regular gray. And it has the 2 legendary Pokemons behind the, I guess, Joy-Cons. I don't know what to call them. Behind the handles.
Mm.
And it shows the like legendary characters, and it obviously comes with the game. So yeah, they're already. I mean, that's what I think that this is mainly for, is to release with the
And it
new.
comes out on September 20th, 2019.
How
Yeah.
much is the original Switch?
$299. So it's $100 less than a regular Switch.
I think the Switch should already be dropping. It should be like.
I agree, but yeah.
It should already be in the $250 range, but
Standard price is $299 for a Switch.
But yeah, so I think that the Switch Lite was gonna definitely have to come out with Pokemon. Pokemon's like their fucking breadwinner, and this Pokemon game is only coming out on the Switch. So.
Yeah. So.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. The Switch
looks
Lite,
nice.
whatever. We have regular
already have
Switches, so it
Switches, so I
doesn't
won't be
really
buying it.
affect us either way. It does suck that the battery life's better. Like, why couldn't my Switch be better?
Because it's smaller.
That's
That
true.
makes more sense. So it uses less power.
Yeah.
Stop making sense.
Kind of got you there.
That's why my phone lasts longer than the laptop.
It's nice to.
Show him the fucking Pokemon one.
It's definitely nice when they release all these new consoles, but since we always are like
Pokemon Switch Lite.
since we're always first adopters, we don't get. I mean, you have a Pro and I have an Xbox One S, but like those are our first consoles. But like normally we just buy everything as soon as it comes out, so we have like the original standard one.
Yeah, that's why I got the See, this is it. It's kind of.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
This
it's
looks actually
it's
kinda
colored
cool.
with the legendary Pokemon.
That one's nicer than the other ones. I like that.
Oh shit.
I like that because it makes me feel like the regular Switch. Because, okay, so the picture that he's showing us, it's basically like a off-white color, but all of the buttons are two-toned. So the ones on the right are all pink, and the ones on the left are all blue. I like that because that makes me think of like a regular Switch Joy-Con, how they're different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see the photo, just literally type in Pokemon Switch Lite and go to images. It's
Yeah, if you want to see the picture, just know Justin Googled something correctly for the first time in years
I think that we should just have a moment of silence.
and found it.
I think we should appreciate this. I found it.
But yeah, what were you just saying before this?
I mean, we were talking about the Switch.
Yeah, but what were you saying? You're saying before.
I was saying that we first adopt all the consoles, so
first
we
of all.
don't.
That's why I got the Spider-Man Pro, because I wanted to get a Pro, but I wanted to get a cool-looking Pro.
You're also scared your system's on the brink of death.
My system was.
It is now here, and it is on the brink of death.
Oh,
I
yeah,
keep
we-
dropping my pen. Sorry if you hear that.
But yeah, my system has always been on the brink of death because I had a launch console and it hasn't broken yet. And then when Spider-Man PS4 came out, I was like, the Pro looked.
just knocked
God
a,
damn it, Justin.
just knocked a beer off the main table.
Jesus Christ! But
Good
yes.
thing it was empty, otherwise I'd kick him out. Damn, you got like a hole in your sock?
God, Justin, how
Jesus
dusty are you? I
Christ.
mean, he lives up to the name, doesn't he?
He's like, do I? Is he
So
that
whatever. I got the
sorry?
PlayStation 4 Pro that comes with the Spider-Man edition. Looked dope as fuck. I would like Spider-Man. Far From Home's a great movie.
Yeah, Far From Home is a great movie.
That is a really good looking movie. I
Yeah.
still want to see Toy Story 4.
I'm gonna say, don't spoil it, please.
I like Toy Story 4.
Don't spoil it.
So spoilers? Spoiler cast?
Spoiler cast?
So at the end of Toy Story. No, yeah, Toy Story's good. I mean, if you want to see it, I could probably just get you in for free and then leave. But
Yeah, I don't want to see it because this guy, I mean, he's not going to take me. I mean, I
This
can't.
guy.
Oh,
This,
this
guy's the one that
guy.
took you to fucking see
this
Spider-Man.
guy's not going to be your cash cow for this
I mean,
movie.
I'm about to say, this guy spent fucking $50 to see fucking Spider-Man from Far From Home, so this guy can go fucking beat your ass.
Why did you spend that much?
Because I saw it in IMAX or Regal.
Oh yeah, it is expensive. No, I mean Toy Story's good.
I gotta see all the Marvel movies in IMAX. They're shot in IMAX cameras, some scenes, so it's like I gotta
Yeah.
experience it. I gotta feel the rumbles.
It's been a lot of good media out.
Is it bad? I feel like it's kind of like. What's that word?
Speaking of good media, you know that Hippocampus just released an album called Demos too.
Well, it's not an album. It's just
not an album,
It's a
but it's
demos tape.
Oh, I was gonna say I feel like privileged because I've never watched like a Marvel movie, like not in IMAX. I
Don't worry, you are privileged.
Yeah, don't worry, you are a fucking piece of shit.
I make no mistake, you still have holes in your
It's not
socks.
my socks.
I mean, you're privileged because you saw Spider-Man Far From Home. I watched Spider-Man 1 and 2 and 3 in theaters. Those movies
Yeah.
suck.
That's true. The third one is awful.
God.
But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. And then I saw Midsummer, and then Stranger Things 3 we've seen, but Joel still has never even seen like the
Any
first
Stranger
season,
Things.
which is fine. But we
Season
won't
3
split.
is really
It's
good.
super strange to me.
I've only ever heard it was really good, yeah, and people keep talking about third season. I'm on episode 7 out of 8, so I need to finish it up because I'm trying to not have it spoiled. But that's really good. I like that. I like it a lot more than the
There's
second
only too
season.
much you can spoil.
I'm sure there's something you
I
can
mean,
spoil.
obviously there is, but it's not like it's nothing.
It's like the show sucks, so who cares, right?
No, the show's good.
It's just hard to avoid spoilers, so like I'm
Hey,
trying.
stay off Instagram. I've already seen one.
That's what I'm
I already
saying.
saw one. I already saw one on Instagram.
Yeah,
Like, these spoilers are so cool. And it was, like,
I'm
our
so
spoilers,
glad.
and then in the
Speaking
bottom,
of
like,
spoilers, like the internet usually like is like kind of good with spoilers. Like don't spoil anything. Like Endgame, like a week out, everybody's like, fucking
Here's everything.
here's everything.
Well, yeah, literally everyone. I feel like everyone waited a week. Everyone was like making like the memes and the spoilers and everything, and then just waited like a week.
And then just unleashed.
I mean, I know that when you're having a video, like you, because I'm on YouTube most of the time when I'm on my phone, like that's like what I use for like social media, I guess. But I know that you obviously have to have some kind of picture that's like, ooh, spicy, you want to click it, whatever, clickbait. I understand that.
But the thing is, I won't watch episodes. Like, if an episode's titled, like, even if I know the show doesn't cover the fucking Endgame as a whole thing, it's only like they talk about it for like 10-20 minutes. I won't watch that episode of that podcast until I see the movie.
Well, I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying to watch these videos. I'm saying like just that initial picture. Like,
the
even like
thumbnails are getting kind of spicy.
That's what I'm saying. Even like a Watch Mojo video, it was like, I don't know, it was like 10 interesting facts about Stranger Things season 3. But the main picture was something I've never seen, and I'm almost done with the whole damn season. So it's like, why can't you just use like a standard Stranger Things picture? You know what I mean?
Dude, speaking of Watch Mojo, this has gone off the rails now.
I mean, this is on the rails. This is a show, whatever we want it to be. Everyone's just here for the ride.
So Watch Mojo, you know the lady that does the voice?
Yeah.
Apparently she does interviews for like on like a press junket for like the movies, and Tom Holland and the cast got like interviewed obviously by them, and then she was like, then we're like, oh, you're from Watch Mojo? You're like, wait, do you do the voice Tom Holland in his British accent? I'm not gonna do a British accent because it'd be awful. And he's like, oh my gosh. She's like, can you do the thing for us, please? And then she does like the intro. She's like, welcome to Watch Mojo. And they just like him and what's the guy's name? Jacob is the actor of Ned. His name's first Jacob something.
All I know is he doesn't have hair.
He doesn't have hair, but his name is Jacob. So Jacob,
he's got a great wig in Spider-Man though.
So Jacob and Tom start losing their shit because they're like, oh my god, we love Tom. Freaking Watch Mojo's, and Dave's like, you guys are nerds.
Watch Mojo is good.
I'm like, yeah, Watch Mojo is amazing. Like that's so funny though, because she's like, I've never had that reaction to anybody I've interviewed. She's probably interviewed like older actors.
Yeah.
But now she's gonna get a generation of kids that like, if I met that woman now and now know how she looks, I saw that interview. I'm like, yo, you're the Watch Mojo.
Well,
lady?
now in Watch Mojo videos too, they like show her at the beginning.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't realize that. I don't like when
he's like, I've never seen a Watch Mojo.
No,
video.
I do. I don't like when she doesn't do it.
Yeah, when it's
I get very upset because I feel like that's like D tier Watch Mojo. So you're like, this list they didn't care that much about.
Normally when they have video game lists,
she has so much work to do. Like,
when they have video game lists, it's not her. It's normally some guy.
Yeah, when the video game is the guy. Yeah, you're right. The video game lists are not her, but
she does a lot of the movie ones. But what she does the most of, I feel like, is just like the political and like world event ones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like top 10 like vacation. She does.
It's like such a soothing, calm voice.
Very soothing.
Like I wonder if she probably makes good money, right?
I mean, probably hope so.
That's awesome. That she's like made money just having a great voice doing fucking top 10 videos.
I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
We don't do top 10 videos.
Yeah, I also don't have a great voice. You know,
I'm gonna say we don't also have a soothing voice like her. Welcome.
I don't have a soothing voice. I just have like that voice that you want to like turn off. You know?
You're like,
that's why we need comedic relief.
We need to do it like, what's her thing? Her thing is welcome to Watch Mojo. Welcome to the Hug Gaming.
If we should have her come in. We'll have her as our guest host, but she'll do
I would love to like interview her if we ever become popular enough that she would actually know who the fuck we are. Because like, how the fuck did they even start that shit?
What, that show?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, think about it. It's a very simple idea.
Up.
It's a really simple idea. It's just top 10 lists of literally anything that the audience. I know what I'm saying. Is
like, it's funny. Like they kind of perfected the top 10 list.
They kind of did it first.
They did do it first.
The Watch Mojo's been around for a long time.
I know.
Like a long time.
But I always want to like interview and ask, what's the mindset that you're like? I mean, obviously it's not just her. There's people that produce it, and like, because it's greatly edited and all that stuff.
I mean, if you think about it as a whole, it's
probably like 5 dudes, like her and like a couple other people, and they were like, all right, let's make the best top 10 list, and they're like, hopefully this shit sticks. And it's
you either get top 10 lists from your own mind or you get it from the audience. You make that list, you do research on it, and then the whole video is just narration and B-roll. Like, and they pump those out.
But what I'm saying is, it's greatly edited. Like,
it is.
You can watch like narration and B-roll, and it'd be like, oh, this is not like this doesn't have the production of
That's true.
Mojo. Watch Mojo has that production.
That's true, and I think you're right. I think it's
the production is really what sells it, and also her voice. But
it's also they have that same background music all the time, which is like iconic. And they have the little like blue boxes and everything. They give you the years and what you need.
And the top three, the top three is always the question mark. So you're like, ooh, I gotta see what.
You know what they have started doing that I don't like. What? I know that we're completely off topic now, but I'm sure that if you're probably listening to this on YouTube anyway, so you probably watch Mojo.
It's okay. Rebecca's listening to us from
something they started doing is you'll get all the way through the list. And then in between number 2, you know how they do honorable mentions and then they do 1?
Yeah.
They'll do honorable mentions and then they'll have an ad. And then they'll do the number 1 spot. I hate
Watch
that.
Mojo, don't do that.
It's not like a YouTube ad. It's just her being like, oh, if you've enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, this and that. But they do it right at the spot where like they got me. They got me like by the balls. And I'm like, oh, well, I want to see the number 1, so I'm going to keep watching.
Rebecca, don't do that.
Also,
please.
by the way, if you're new here and you enjoy the show, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button. You can also click the notification bell for when episodes come out. Thank you. And back to your scheduled programming.
Don't do that. Don't do that to us, Rebecca, please.
And then for a little while they had timestamps, so like they would just show the whole
Yeah.
list in the description, and I wouldn't even watch the videos. I just look at it and I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'm gone.
You'd be like, I hate this list.
Like if it's a video game one, those are the ones I'm sensitive about. But if it's like anything else, I'm like, oh, cool, fun, interesting. But if it's like a top
trust
10
her movie
games,
ones because Rebecca's behind it and she has a great voice. She knows what she's doing. The video game ones, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, they're all interesting. But then everyone in the comments is like, wow, really, Watch Mojo recycling the same ideas, and it's like, yo, you're commenting on every video, which means you've watched every video, which means
you're a
bitch.
psychopath.
Yeah, like
They pump out way too many videos to watch. I was once subscribed. Like, I'm not subscribed to them. I just, whenever I just have, like, 5 hours in a day to do nothing, which is all the time, right?
yeah.
I'm not busy at all.
I mean, it took us like 40 minutes to start the show. Like we start recording,
Like,
Yeah.
bullshitting for the last like hour.
and then eventually we're like, oh, welcome back.
But yeah, I can't be subscribed to them because they pump out like 2 videos a day. It feels like, and I'm like, I don't care about like top 10 medieval torture videos.
I watch like a lot of it.
Yeah, sometimes I do get like the obscure
There's
ones.
so much of it though.
Once you get in like the rabbit hole, you'll start watching like top 10 crazy shit.
It is a rabbit hole for sure. It'll be like top 10 ways moms have murdered their kids. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, they get like
It
the
goes-
most detail.
They have 20,885,847
Justin, if you're fucking
subscribers.
searching top 10, search Watch Moses, you fucking...
Also, guess how many videos they have?
Like, so you said they've been around for a while. I'm going to say 5,000.
They have 16,000 videos.
Holy
16,000.
shit.
16,000.
Yo, they pump out videos.
That's 16
See, look, top 10 business Nick Fury moments.
That's 16,000 well-edited,
Yo, they
10
got
plus
20
minute videos.
almost
Was
21
that the
million.
girl? Was that the girl right there?
Yeah, Rebecca.
It's crazy. I could hear the music, but even though
Yeah,
I've got
me too, I
headphones
hear it.
on, there's
The
no volume, I can hear it, yeah. Yeah, that's her. See, they do this now. They show her
I
a
didn't know
little
they
bit,
showed her now.
and then they start the episode. All right, we're just being quiet. We're watching Watch Mojo. We need to get back to the show. You guys are here for us, and I'll watch Mojo.
Top
So-
darkest action movies. Oh, we gotta watch that one.
Back
We'll
to
watch
the,
that later. After we're done with
Yeah,
this,
we'll watch that
We'll watch
after.
100 Watch Mojo.
That's what I'm saying. That this is good. They've got you like sucked in. Like,
Oh
as
yeah,
soon
I'm
as you
already
see Watch
ready.
Mojo,
I already
you're
got
in.
like on my phone. I got like fucking 7 add to the list already.
Yeah. All right. So back to what we've got. So earlier in the week, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on Tuesday released their Operation Apocalypse Z, which is out on PS4, and it'll come out a week later on Xbox and PC. Alpha Omega is the new Zombies map. It goes back to the Ether story, and it is Nuketown. In multiplayer, we've got Havana, which is a remake from the Black Ops 1 map. Der Schatten, Remnant. Der Schatten is one of the towns outside of Der Eisendrache and kind of has that look to it. Remnant is a museum with like all of the different...
Very cool map.
Yeah, and with all of the history parts from zombies in it. And then they added the Specialist Reaper from Black Ops 3 to multiplayer. And they also added Sticks and Stones, which is the best.
Dude, 6 and 7, me and Mark played that shit for like 4 hours yesterday. Amazing game.
Yeah, it was
Should have been
fantastic.
in launch. It needs to be a staple in every Call of Duty game.
It was a lot of fun. So obviously with that, at launch they didn't have the ballistic knife or the crossbow, but they put those in and that's in now. And then in the Blackout map, they redesigned it so all of the water is red to kind of be like blood zombie themed. The trees are dead, and then they added a playlist for Quad's Fog, so it's the same map but everything is foggy and you can't see. And then in Alcatraz, they re-added the Alcatraz playlist, but it's a horde mode, so there's a ton of zombies. And instead of it just being a blue light to get to the box and kill zombies, there's also a red box on the map.
Which
and
is
a,
also in the other regular game modes. Quads.
Yeah. A Brutus will spawn there, and if you kill Brutus, it'll open that box. So there's that. But more importantly than that is the fact that
Zombies is back.
well, Zombies is back. It is nice, yeah. The hype is back, but they added Captain Price as a character in Blackout if you pre-order Modern Warfare, which is really what this whole thing is about. Because Modern Warfare did their first gameplay reveal, which we'll also have linked in the description below. But they showed off 3 maps, and they showed off a new game mode called 2v2. It's just called Gunfight. And what it basically is everyone in the lobby, the 4 players will have the same class, and it's just you win a round by killing the other team. But if 40 seconds pass and the round hasn't ended, there will be a flag that'll spawn in the middle of the map, and whichever team caps it for 3 seconds will win. It's interesting gameplay. I mean, I can't really describe it. It's just worth checking out. I think it looks like Siege.
I think it looks a lot like Siege, but Justin, who plays Siege, says it does not look like Siege. But
He thinks it
Justin-
looks like Battlefield.
But he's also an idiot, so.
I feel like
But it doesn't really look-
looks like Battlefield, though.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like standard Call of Duty, which I think is fine. Like, that's interesting. So one thing that's worth noting too, it's a small detail, but when you see them transition from like the multiplayer lobby into the actual game, the load time is so fast that they can't be playing on current gen consoles.
Yeah, this is definitely a PS5, or they're probably playing on souped up PCs.
Yeah, that's true. That's
they're not
also
playing on consoles.
because if you do see the load screen, it's crazy. It's literally just like here's the map name, bam, they're in the game.
They got the Mega Drives in there. The teraflops.
Some of the different things, so you can slide in this. Obviously, there's no jetpacks. What they did show is you can lean, so they have a leaning mechanic, and then they also have a bracing mechanic. So basically, up against any surface, you can like kind of mount your gun, and your accuracy will be greatly improved. The only thing is you won't be able to move. So you can brace and have increased accuracy, but your mobility is limited and you can't move at all. So they showed that, and it looks really cool.
To brace, like to brace your gun or whatever. How long
Yeah.
does it take?
I don't know how long it
Some guy
takes.
just, like literally go up to tap and like spray and then back up.
Maybe. I mean, probably that's what I would think. That's just what they said. I didn't show too much in detail, but they only showed this one game mode. It's over an hour of gameplay, so I mean, if you want to look at it, you can. It's got some guys playing, being way too excited about each kill they get, and Noah's just in the top left, like y'all need to chill. But
This is also us when we were playing Sticks and Stones.
that is true.
Once we ever get the capacity to live stream, us playing Sticks and Stones is probably hilarious.
You know what's great though?
What?
We're totally just lazy. It's not like we don't have the capacity. You can literally just hit the share button and you're already live streaming.
But that way, record our voice and everything.
yeah, you just have like
But can we publish it to like a HUD gaming thing on Play? But
Yeah, you
I
can
want
put
it
it
not
on
to just be on
YouTube.
fucking PlayStation. I want it to be everywhere.
you can record the clips. You can record up to an hour, but then it gets messy from there. The thing is we need to actually have like,
That's what
and
I'm saying.
if you guys know all about this, you can let us know in the comments if you want to see that kind of stuff because we're still learning. But a lot of that is like having an Elgato and having like a capture card and stuff like that to
Yeah,
actually,
fucking
That's
Elgato.
why I said I have that.
yeah. So
Maybe we can do that.
that's like the key to a lot of
Maybe we
it.
can just stream us playing and have like an hour, and I only have like 15 minutes of it actually, like able to be aired.
That's what I was gonna say.
That is true. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, that's
I
true.
only have
Yeah,
like
maybe.
15 minutes. We haven't built that big of an audience yet.
Got some thoughts to be said.
Jesus Christ.
But no, yeah, Six and Stones is good. We'll get to that kind of stuff when we get to it.
Also, Alpha Omega, great map. Great
Yeah, we like it a lot.
Easter egg, very nice and simple.
Easter egg was solved in 8 hours, so it's not that long of a hump, but I'm
Me and
okay with
Mark on our
that.
first run almost fucking did it.
Yeah, we got one step away from the boss fight our first try.
Damn, we were fucking up big time.
Yeah, we were on like round 20. People are beating it on like round 4, or at least Glitch and Queen posted a video earlier today, and I definitely studied that, so we'll be trying out those strats later.
Oh shit, it hurt.
What else you got?
We've been going long, so we can skip this. So we can go over it real quickly. This guy's probably he's never gonna listen to this, but co-creator of Halo, former creative director at
listening to this right
Bungie,
now.
Marcus Liato. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. It's Marcus and then Lehto. Liato.
That sounds better than what I would have said.
Yeah, probably. So Marcus Liato, he started up a new what's it called? Development studio. The game's being published by Take-Two. It's a sci-fi first-person shooter called Disintegrated. It's dis and then integration. So disintegration, like disintegration.
Yeah.
I don't know the name.
It's like disintegrate, but disintegration like you're disconnecting from something.
Marcus, new name. New name.
I don't
Definitely.
think it's a bad name.
Not the best name. So it's a sci-fi first-person shooter. And
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think it was a bad name. I mean,
You're like, oh, I don't know if he's watching the
Mark
show,
said it
but
makes sense.
I don't know if
this
he's
is your
watching the
creative
show.
work.
I'm just
Fuck
gonna-
you, like.
No, not say fuck you, but like name, it's kind of hard to say. Also, I'm an idiot, but so
I think
yeah,
that's the way it needs to be fixed.
that's what needs to be fixed. But IQ probably definitely should go up. So he released a teaser trailer. It's just like deadpan. They listened to me. They listened to me watch it because it was loud as fuck. It's like IMAX, fucking like.
Oh yeah, it was loud.
That's what
Yeah,
that-
I was like,
yeah,
what's going on?
That's a teaser. It just like goes around this like nice little like aircraft. So I don't know if there's like air travel involved or anything like that, but it's described as a sci-fi first-person shooter. There's going to be a bigger blowout of it at Gamescom later this year, and the game's set to release in 2020. Published by Take-Two, as I said earlier. That's
a good
that's
sign.
all you need to know. New sci-fi first-person shooter. Sounds interesting.
We know what else was published by 2K2.
What?
BioShock.
Oh, no, it's Take-Two. Take-Two was.
Take-Two is 2K.
Is it?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
It makes sense. 2K.
Take-Two is 2K.
2K.
Yeah. No, you're good. I didn't know that for a while until you read the box and it says
No,
Take-Two
yeah, when
Interactive.
you saying that makes sense because like Take-Two, I never heard of them either. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, that's 2K. It's the same people that make Rockstar games.
Yeah.
Same
And then
people that make Borderlands.
The last big thing I got
No, not Borderlands. Fucking Gearbox. Never mind. Continue.
Jeez, yeah. Gearbox makes it. Take-Two publishes it.
But yeah, okay, so they are attached to it. Yeah, so yeah. Take-Two knows like a publisher. It's like Activision.
I thought Take-Two was the guys who did Dead Island.
No, that's Techland.
No, Techland develops it.
The people who publish that
or
is...
Deep Silver.
Yeah, Deep Silver.
Deep Silver. Who's publishing fucking Dying Light 2?
Deep Silver.
Damn. When's that game coming out?
I don't know.
Never. The Dark Pictures Anthology, which is the last big piece of news I have, from the creators of Supermassive. Supermassive made fucking PlayStation Classic underrated game Until Dawn for the PS4 exclusively.
Which is a great game, and if you haven't played it, pick it up for Halloween and play it.
I'm going to say, yeah, wait till Halloween and play it. It's like a campy horror movie, but you play it in like real. It's like you make the decisions.
It's a fun game to play too, even if you're not just by yourself. Like if you have a friend with you.
It's definitely a fun group game.
Yeah, it is a fun group game.
And after you get the platinum, you don't have to stress about anything. You can just definitely play it every October and not stress like me.
It's a good game, yeah. It's a fun one for sure.
So yeah, and it was actually kind of scary. It was very good. Underrated. Definitely underrated. I think it's part of the PlayStation Hit, so it's only $20.
$19.99.
Exactly.
It's AAA, full exclusive, beautiful game. Like it's worth it.
And it has actually the fucking guy from Bohemian Rhapsody. What's his name? Rami
Malek.
Rami Malek. So yeah, got great actors in there. Also, what's the other girl?
Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah, has some big actors in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're making a set of games called the Dark Pictures Anthology. They gave us a little more details. It's going to be 8 games, and they're looking at releasing 2 per year, beginning with The Man of Welding.
Did they say anything about the length of these? I'm just curious.
No, they didn't talk about. So in this article they describe them as individual experiences. You're not gonna. It's not like Telltale where you buy a season pass. You're buying these games individually. And with The Man of Welding, which is coming in August, I believe we'll probably see from there what we're expecting.
That comes out in August this year?
Yeah, August this year.
And it's not released or like revealed or anything?
No, they've revealed like gameplay of it and everything.
Oh.
They did.
Okay.
It was embedded in this article, and I believe they was released it in 2018 at Gamescom.
How did it look?
I didn't watch the gameplay.
Because I never heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch the gameplay because like I don't want to have anything spoiled for me because I know like I'm expecting a good game from these people. Cause
well, The Inpatient, we didn't play that. I know it's a VR game, but still, I didn't hear much about that.
Yeah. So yeah, they're the Dark Pictures Anthology, 8 games, starting with The Man of Welding in August. Is there horror based, and the guy who's behind this, the director, saying that they're all individual games. The only thing that ties them together is this like omniscient character called the Curator, who's gonna be like the overall arching person in all of the games. So he's kind of like a laid back. I'm kind of like envisioning in my mind like the Jigsaw and Saw movies.
That makes sense because he's a curator, so he's building these scenarios.
So he's building these scenarios. I'm guessing something like that, and they're all supposed to be varied in like theme and subgenres. They're not going to be similar at all. They're saying they want to be. They want to throw you off at every release of the next game. So that sounds interesting. It's coming out in August. I'll probably pick it up in October to play it, and when it's spooky season.
Spooky season.
When it's spooky season. So yeah, 8 games, 2 per year. That sounds interesting. That's a weird thing.
Sounds expensive.
But they might be $30, $40. It might be.
That still sounds expensive. 8 games for that price.
I don't know, Mark.
No, I mean it's just.
You just want these people to work for free. You fucking slave at legs.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. You just want fucking free games? What the fuck, man? You gotta pay full price for your games, you whore.
Jesus.
God,
no, I'm saying it sounds
these guys crunching for 80 hours, not seeing their fucking kids, and you just don't want them to. Wait, you just want to pay nothing?
I'm just not trying to pay $30 for like a 15-minute experience.
Christ. Wow. So Mark doesn't care about developers.
Are you checking your phone for you? Nobody's texting you. All right, let's keep talking.
Oh, shit.
All right, moving right along to the things everyone actually cares about.
What the fuck? Yeah, I have nothing else.
TurboGrafx Mini.
Yeah,
I love how you looked back at your paper and you're like, what the fuck? Oh, wait, I have nothing else.
That's what I said. I have nothing else. I'm exiting that.
TurboGrafx 16 Mini has got its list of games, 50 games total. I will not be listing them because I've never heard of them. It comes out March 19th, 2020.
The majority are trash.
And it's available exclusively on Amazon. We will link the Polygon article below if you want to look at the list of games.
If you want a good 8-bit console, the NES Classic is available.
Yeah, and if you want, and we're not recommending this, but we're just letting you know that it is possible, you can jailbreak it, and it will be the most useful thing you have as a classic console, unless you're a PC player, because you probably have everything already. But that is pretty much the week summed up. We've got the Switch Lite. We've got some of those Call of Duty announcements. The leaks about the Universal theme park for Mario looks awesome. If you want, you can let us know what you think about all of this news in the comments below. But before we end the episode, I've got to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters, George, Lacey Perez, and Matt Acevedo. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. These episodes usually premiere on Friday, and we will try to be better with that in the future. Thank you so much for listening to the episode, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.